those guys will go through trials and tribunals and will be, punished for what they did. So it's the start of a big change of society now. People who don't know because they are not in the know, they will be very surprised in the coming months. And so September would be very opportune to have this blossoming of personal development for people to find peace beyond fear, because this has been, and this will increase for a while, fear warfare. That you catch the balls of people through fear, and you impose policies because of fear. But now the world is changing, and we want to contribute to a better world through people being at peace with them and being able to enjoy with their families and enjoy a better world of service to others. A world of service, but a world of happiness too, which was not possible when the fear-mongering people were dominating and taking over. So now it's reached a tipping point when, poof, it will change the balance. So it's good for all of us. Good.
Very good.
So, Gaishi, I appreciate you being here. And I think you are the future of Deep University in Taiwan. The Deep Education Institute is our charity. And so if you'd like to take a role in the executive committee of ILA, International Lions Academy, which is a subsidiary of Deep University International, you'd be welcome.
Yes.
You already have a role, Deep University Corporation. This is the charity, Deep University International. And your dad is doing a great job in helping us enhance our vision and helping connect with important people. And you are important to us because you're the future.
I can take some courses. Thank you.
Yeah, I think it's a great honor for Eric to become the director.
Executive director.
Yes, I think he would like to accept it. This is perfect. Since we need to have new blood from some good company or institute or university, and he is a good example. So we would like to thank Professor Xiong for your wisdom and also your vision. So it is a good time for us to invite young people like凯傑to join us. So we need to set some good example like this. And you just mentioned September is very important. And it is interesting that I got the advice from my God last year. He told me I have to come up with an international conference in September this year. And I'm happy that I still remember it. And also, the second time last year when I visited him, he told me we need to focus much more on software. That means not only computing but also the internet. And he said, if I didn't follow his advice, and then he changed into English. This is the first time he used English.
Wow.
Okay, the God, when the God went away, goes away from the person, he cannot speak English. this way. And God said, in Chinese, 否则 means otherwise. And then, I am sorry. That means I got the idea. If I didn't follow his advice in offering the conference, making use of the internet, then he cannot help me. He said, I am sorry for a couple of times. And I'm happy to hear the phrase. And I think September will be revolutionary important since you know why? Because of the COVID-19. As you mentioned, people have fear in their mind. They fear that there can be some war between China and Taiwan, or China and the United States, or with Australia, or the World War can happen, and it's good for the United States to show up. If they do not show up in time, when there's a conflict between Taiwan and China, then there will be like a swirl, like something that more and more people will be involved, and that's too late. So let me tell you something recently happening. Not too long ago, China said, if a U.S. military ship entering the harbor of Taiwan, they would create a war. They would start a war. And only a couple of days ago, a U.S. military airplane flew into Taiwan with 3 delegates from President Biden, coming to tell Taiwan the United States would like to ship 750,000 doses of vaccines to Taiwan. And we didn't hear any complaint from China. China said they would like to create a war. They would like to start a war, but we do not think that would happen if the United States stick with democracy with Taiwan. Taiwan is prepared for any fight from China, and I do not think this will happen if the free countries support Taiwan. Then the world will be more peaceful, for sure. And I think in September we will invite top lions, and we all need also to invite top scholars from the world, not just 1 or 2. Need to have a lot of top lions. I will try to invite as many top lions, past in the president, internet directors, and the like. And I will tell them beforehand, they need to do something for the world through deep education of deep university and the deep education network of international university. Otherwise, the world can come into some big trouble. So they need to stand up to join us, as you just mentioned. And I had a meeting with Director Chin Lee, Director Dr. Chin Lee, and International Director Dr. Liao Chen Huang, and also a top governmental officer from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, a good friend of mine. And also I invited a good professor from India. She would like to join us, and I told her she need to become a lion of King Lions Club, and she would like to join us. So I think our power will be greater and greater to make the create or keep the balance. Otherwise, when the world tip over, that's too late. So
what is the city in which she lives in India?
that's a KIT University, KIT University. That's a big university near, not too far away from New Delhi, but it would take 1 hour and a half from New Delhi. I didn't remember the city, but I will check for you. And she is a great scholar. We are co-editing a book that will be published by a very good publishing company in Germany, an international company. She invited me to co-edit the book. So I think we would make the September conference a very success, not just for DIP University. If we just think about DIP University, we will not succeed. We need to have a broader view, since we make use of deep education, of deep university for the world. This is the language that we need to tell the world. So that reason why I told you that we need to have internationalized university. But that's the same. For me, international university equal deep university. We just want to have a name. Have a name that is yes.
My question is, does International Lion University have its own incorporation in Taiwan?
Not now, but you see here.
So since it is not incorporated in the U.S., its only incorporation that is valid is in Wisconsin. And so because of that, you are speaking under Wisconsin law. And the Wisconsin law doesn't authorize you to use the word university until accredited.
Mm-hmm.
Therefore, I propose the term International Lions Academy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's okay.
No, it matters because if, we are recording and there are people who get proof that we claim to be a university when we are not allowed to do that.
You're right.
The fine is $500 per day.
Yes.
Of doing that.
Mm-hmm.
And so I've been very cautious for so many years to maintain a legal safety, that we are an institute, we are an academy, and in the future we'll respect the name of our corporation like it was authorized by the state to ask for us to keep, which is a university corporation. But for now, we have subsidiaries and doing business as an institute. So when you start publicizing to Lions that there is an International Lions University, unless you're incorporated in Taiwan, you're doing something which may create problems to you in the future.
Mm-hmm.
So I think our future is bright, and that's why we use International Lions Academy. And I agree, International Lions Academy is identical to DIP Education Institute, identical to DIP University International. Moreover, when we met the previous international president, PIP from India. He said, "Are you a non-profit?" And he explained, "We Lions don't deal with for-profit corporations." And so now we have been able to rectify the situation, to correct it, because we can tell the Lions, International Lions Academy is in the deep University International Incorporated in Wisconsin, which is doing business as International Lions Academy and as Deep Education Institute. No problem, no legal issue with that. It's correct. And so that's the wording I would like you to adopt, because otherwise it may jeopardize what we do here in Wisconsin.
I think it is a good suggestion, and we would do the same thing. Create an account. I think we will show people that it is really an institute in the States. So it would be International Lions University, do business as International Lions Academy. So in Deep University, we can use International Lions Institute. So institute is the same for academy, the same for university, like Massachusetts Institute of Technology. They use institute, right?
Do you prefer institute to academy? Because we voted for the name of the subsidiary to be International Lions Academy. So if you want to change the name from Academy to International Lions Institute, we must have a board meeting and make the decision. We are three of the board meeting here,
Yes.
so we could vote. We could vote now that this is a meeting of, international of deep in universities in general. We can vote that to change the name, but we cannot change the name every week.
Yeah, right.
Because
Yeah, right.
now it's in the bylaws.
Yeah,
And
right.
when it's in the bylaws, I already sent the bylaws to the bank. So the bank is now opening an account for ILA, not ILI. So, we are flexible, but people may think if we change the name every week, they may think that we are not stable.
Yeah, right. So let me tell you something. In Taiwan, institute is like a company, and academy, people use academy more in Taiwan as a school or university. Although Massachusetts Institute of Technology, but that's another story. So it's better for International University to use International Lions Academy. That can be better. So we just want to make use of the culture in Taiwan, and we would try to make the university as successful as soon as possible. And Tom is a right person to invite his colleagues whose company receive his service in terms of advice. So I would tell him what he can work with us. If we can prove that he is working with top people, and he would start to work with us, since he is very smart. Otherwise, it's impossible for him to serve good company presidents of big companies in Taiwan. So I would like to know more about him, and then I would try to invite him to join us. So the reason why I invited him to attend this internet conference, so that he has the sense of the great scholars from University of Wisconsin at Madison. Since he knows Terry Cole. Terry Cole is very, very famous in the Chinese world. He signed a contract with University of Wisconsin at Madison. I wonder whether he has paid the donation.
I was, if you open the chat,
Yes.
I suggest we are very practical in the presentation of those sessions of the conference.